So today I want to talk to you about portable power stations and how I spent over $1,600 on two different power stations that didn't meet my needs, and how you might be able to avoid having the same thing happen to you. So stay tuned and I'll go into the details about my mistake. All right, so I've got everything ready to test. Hopefully this will go smoothly. I wanted to show you what some of the draws were. Obviously, I told you I cannot run this coffee maker off of the BluEtti, so we won't be doing that, but I can run it off here and it will display the wattage required. So let me get the power cord, plug it into one of the AC slots. You press and hold AC button and it comes on. Okay, so everything's on. See, 1592, 1635. Remember, this coffee maker said 1200 watts max. While it's heating up, it's well above that. And the problem, of course, is that this particular unit only does a 1400 watt max, so it's not going to support that. Now, once it's got the water heated, it's doing the pump. It fluctuates back and forth, but it stays consistently above the 1400 watt maximum that the BluEtti can support. And obviously that's way higher than what this box is supposed to do. Needed to drain into that. I'll just drain it out. Sorry, I didn't want to actually waste a pot. I've had way too much coffee this morning anyways. So you can see, even with the water heated, for the most part, it spikes way above 1200. So don't believe the manufacturers on their numbers. Make sure you check and make sure that those numbers can be supported by the box that you've chosen. All right, so we've got the Monster X down to 84% of the battery life, and we've got this guy down to 80%, so I'm going to show you some of the numbers for charging purposes to show you what it draws. So if we take the Monster X and plug it into the AC output on this, as you can see, it's drawing 420 to 417 amps, or watts, and it'll jump back and forth a little bit. Now, it says it's only drawing 388. But you can see it's actually drawing over 400. Now that may not seem like a lot, but anything over 400 will trip the inverter on the Jeep and cause it to reset, which means I cannot charge this AllPowers Monster X box from the Jeep. So it is what it is. Okay, so let's try. It's kind of crazy doing a dual charge, but now we're going to take and we're going to plug in. Actually, we'll unplug the Monster X and we'll take the BluEtti and we'll plug it in. Okay, so it's coming up to speed. So now it is drawing over 200. So as you can see, it says in this documentation that it draws 200 watts. According to this, it's showing 198, but what it's actually drawing at the battery box is 223 off the inverter. So if you only had a 200 watt inverter and you thought that it would power this because it's only supposed to use 200 watts, it would not work unless it had some kind of a peak. But I mean, that's pretty steady. It's at 222 and it's staying there. So my point is, be very careful about the actual numbers and what these things pull, and make sure that you've got enough battery juice to do what you want for the duration you want to do it, and that it's only going to draw the amount that you can support for your charging methods. So hopefully this video would help somebody out make a decision. I spent a lot of money on these two boxes. Neither one of them quite meets my needs. So I'm still on the search for a battery box. Now for me, even though it's got a little less watt hours, it looks like a Jackery 1000 might do it. The Jackery 1000 has a standard draw of 1,000, obviously, but it'll do peaks of 2,000. And I know someone who's running a Jackery 1000, and they're running the same coffee maker that I have off of it. And the Jackery 1000 doesn't pull more than 400 watts when it charges, because I know people that have charged them off their Jeep inverters. So it may be an option for me down the road, not necessarily because I like Jackery. I actually don't like the handles on the Jackery. They're not as good as either one of these, but I'm looking for something that, you know, I can charge off my inverter and will run my coffee maker. So hopefully this is helpful to you. Hopefully it'll prevent you from making some of the same mistakes that I made. And as I said, don't trust the YouTubers. I'm not sure why people talk about these things, and I actually, one YouTuber told me that this would actually be charged off of his inverter on his Gladiator. So there you go. Take it for what it's worth. Verify, verify, verify. Thanks for watching. If you like the content, please give me a thumbs up and subscribe if you want to see some of the other content. I'm going to be doing a couple more reviews. We've got the Expedition 1 swing out bumper review that I'm going to do. I just got the Iceco VL45 installed today on a Iceco slide attached to a mounting system from Rebel Off-Road that came with the rack. I'm pretty pleased with it. It does stick up beyond my soft tonneau, so and I knew that going in. I won't be able to use the soft tonneau when I'm actually running the fridge. I won't be carrying the fridge with me that often, so that's fine. I'll figure it out. I may get a cover for it. I'll kind of give a rundown on that. And hey guys, anything else that you're interested in that you'd like me to review, talk about, obviously I have a lot of gear on this Gladiator, and I'd be more than happy to give you information as I see it. So thanks again for watching. So hopefully the information I provided today will help you not make the same mistakes that I made and make a better purchase and actually fulfill your requirements. I've got some other videos. I've got a camping video up of the Gladiator out in the woods with all of my camping gear, and I do a walk around. So if you want to see, I've got the coffee maker and the Monster X out there. If you want to check that out, go ahead, and thank you again for watching.